Hey guys, so I'm back to another quick form video. Sorry there's not a face cam, it's having some issues, but there is some big news regarding the whole, Dish buying Boost Mobile and T-Mobile selling it to Dish. So this is kind of big news, I would say, so let's get into it. So it says Dish Network looking to negotiate Boost purchase as T-Mobile looks for new buyers. So basically, just from the title, it's saying that Dish Network is looking to maybe get a sweeter deal on Boost Mobile purchase. And T-Mobile's basically, I don't know if they're just upset with them or just frustrated and they're just looking for a new buyer. So that's pretty big news. I would say that, Dish Network was supposed to be the fourth new carrier. Now it can seem that they might not be if they don't purchase, Boost Mobile, and T-Mobile looks for another buyer. So it's kind of exciting news to see maybe who else could be the new owner of Boost Mobile. Will it go to the original founder? Will it just get sold off to maybe another carrier, AT&T or Verizon? We don't know. So let's get into these news. It says a report from Fox Business offers some insight on what's going on behind the scenes as Dish Network is expected to purchase Boost Mobile from Sprint as part of the agreement that was made with the regulators. And this news is brought to you by a very good website that I will have linked in the description below. It is GSM Arena, I believe. So it's pretty cool. So it says, due to the pandemic, guys, the value of these assets has fallen, and Dish Network chair Charlie Ergen is wary of going through this purchase. So basically, this purchase, the T-Mobile and Sprint merger required that a third party purchase Boost Mobile. So before the merger would go through, it required that someone bought Boost Mobile, along with its customers and assets of $1.4 billion. And now it's saying that due to the pandemic, which, nobody even, this is not something that was brought by anybody. It's just, it's just a pandemic that's going on in the world. And yes, a lot of, businesses have actually shut down and this and that. The economy is doing really bad, I would say. And, now, the CEO of Dish Network is kind of like worried about it, that, it's not a good buy for them, or that the value of it has fallen due to the pandemic. So they don't want to overpay, is basically what it sounds like. Here's some quotes. It says, Fox Business has learned Ergen is balking at the sell price as the value of many assets decline amid the coronavirus pandemic spawned recession. So like I said, due to the recession, they're kind of worried that maybe the price is too inflated. And T-Mobile is growing frustrated and looking for another potential buyer, people with knowledge of the matter say. So, wow. T-Mobile's basically saying, like, look, Dish, it doesn't look like, you guys have it together to even run the company maybe. And they're probably looking for another buyer now that, Dish is trying to back out of the deal. So Ergen is reportedly extremely hard to work with and not living up to their end of the bargain. Wow, so I guess the CEO of Dish is not a good guy, or just is probably beating around the bush and not trying to purchase Boost Mobile, even though they agreed on it. As per a person close to T-Mobile, basically, parts of Boost Mobile was supposed to be completed, or the whole dividend of Boost Mobile was supposed to be completed by June 1st. It's June 12th, at least at the making of this video, but internal memo to T-Mobile's employees suggests that the acquisition has been put on hold. Wow. Dish Network purchase of Boost Mobile was conditional events to take place for the Sprint T-Mobile merger. So basically, what the regulators said, this merger could go through as long as Dish Network purchased Boost Mobile. But now that Dish Network is kind of backing out on it, it's kind of concerning, And it says, it seems the carrier celebrated too early. So, with everything kind of going on and Sprint, and T-Mobile are merging and everything's going kind of good. Now this is kind of like a hold up on their whole deal, is that, Dish Network basically doesn't want to purchase Boost Mobile. Doesn't really say it, but he's very hard to work with, is what T-Mobile's saying. And, they don't want to live up to their part of the bargain. Says T-Mobile is reportedly looking for alternative buyers, including an arrangement of multiple private parties all chipping in to fund the purchase of Boost Mobile. Wow. So that's pretty cool, guys, that, there is a buyer for Boost Mobile. So it's not like Boost Mobile's just got to go away. It's looking like a group of different parties, are looking to gather up all the money so they can purchase it. And so SoftBank still intends to fund the purchase of Dish Network, but the Japanese company is reportedly in financial problems. Wow. So like I said, this pandemic has really tossed up, everything up in the air regarding this whole purchase. Like I said, economy is kind of down, so maybe Boost Mobile's not worth as much as they first, agreed upon. And I think they just kind of dragged this way too long. And, with this whole pandemic going on, that's probably, what's going on. If the pandemic never happened, I believe Dish would have bought it by now and completed the purchase. But now they're saying, well, you got to think about it too. Dish does not want to overpay for something either. So if they're saying it's 1.4 billion and maybe it's only worth a 1.1 or 1.2, Dish has got to take a loss there. It says, regardless of whether Dish buys Boost or not, T-Mobile must sell the prepaid brand to some other party as per the regulator's agreement. So like I said, one way or another, T-Mobile and Sprint basically have to sell out or sell Boost Mobile to another party. Doesn't matter who it is, as long as they agree on it and they make the brand go bigger. So I don't know if you guys know, but right now Boost Mobile is doing the whole expanded data network where they can actually use T-Mobile's network, and to do that you have to go ahead and get a SIM card. I'll leave a link in the description below where you can check that video out and get more information on that. But what do you guys think about this, guys? I think that if Dish is not going to complete their part of the deal, then yeah, it should probably sell to another better company. A lot of people, Dish is, they offer cable, well, not even cable, Dish TV, I guess. And I don't know, man, maybe someone else in the cell phone industry that's a bigger, like I said, a lot of people I think are wanting the original CEO, Boost Mobile, to actually take reins of it. Maybe he can purchase it and, continue with it and continue using T-Mobile's network, since, Sprint is kind of dying off. So who knows? But that's my video, guys. Hopefully you liked it, and hopefully this news was, good news for some and maybe bad news for others. What do you guys think? Like I said, leave it in the comments below and we'll get to talking. So thanks for watching, guys. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and Dragonic Warfare sign off, and more news to come your way. So thank you.